It has been a hot minute since I presented anything uh, from OZARK Trail, so I thought I'd remedy that. Oh, before we begin, disclaimer: knives, like all tools, can be used to hurt other people, but should not ever be used like that. Tools are meant to build, not harm. Be good to one another. So, that being said, I present to you this, a sheath. Yes, normally I don't put the sheath in right away, but this one I thought I'd present early because, yep, this puppy is upside down. You can basically wear the sheath however you want, maybe modify it a little, because its friction fit is extremely tough. See that? I am shaking it really hard and it's not coming out. Now, with a bit of a tug, this is what I call the OZARK Trail Little Buddy. Now, they just call it a fixed blade. It's 7 inches overall with a 3-inch blade. And here's the logo upside down. Now, when I first saw this, I immediately thought of the single-edged knife that Bootstrap Bill Turner gave to his son in the Pirates of the Caribbean films. And it was the thing that brought his dad back from the brink of madness when Davy Jones was going full attack mode. And I thought of that blade because it's just a simple, practical blade. The handle scales are riveted on 6, and it looks like the blade itself almost has this metal section for extra strength, like attached as if it's one piece. And overall, the blade's fairly ergonomic. You put 2 fingers up here where metal meets handle scales and wrap your fingers around the rest of the blade, and it's fairly ergonomic. And if you need to do a reverse grip, it's also fairly ergonomic. Now, this puppy sold for about 6 and change, almost 7, or sorry, 5 and change, almost 6 at Walmart. And honestly, if you're looking for a small but sturdy, look at that spine, reliable seeming blade for camping or eating a medieval feast, or if absolutely necessary, defending yourself from something, I'm not going to say who or what, just something, this little number is compact and easily one of the more comfortable blades I've ever held. Now, I've held more comfortable blades, but this is definitely top 10. So, yeah. If you're looking for something that won't break as soon as you try to camp with it, I think this is a good choice. It might not be a folder, but it's also not, it doesn't have any weak points, from what I can tell. And let's see if I can test this out right here. Let's see. Okay, the balance point is about where the handle scales meet the metal, so it's possible that if you hold it like this, you could potentially throw it, though throwing a knife risks damaging the tip. I know this from experience. Sorry about your paring knife, Mom. And it also means you're left without your blade, but in the event that you absolutely had to throw it, it's possible that this would be fairly reliable as a thrower, though I don't know for sure. You might want to, since they're so cheap, get a couple and test one to the breaking point, but I'm not going to do that with mine because I'd rather keep them around for a long time. So yeah, cheap, seemingly reliable, and comfy. That's what you need for a knife, especially one that harkens back to the pirate era or even further back, because it also reminds me of an updated version of the simple stone dagger that Otzi the Iceman used. I think he'd appreciate this type of knife. That's all for now. This is Mr. J signing out and reminding you, knives, like all tools, could be used as weapons, but only as a last resort. Always seek the peaceful option and avoid hurting each other. Camp safely and always keep a whetstone handy because you never know when you're going to need to sharpen it real quick, because a dull blade is a dangerous blade, and a sharp blade is actually much safer, paradoxically. Cheers.